There are many things I wish I had known earlier. I started this journey in 2020, and now in 2024, I want to share with you 5 key takeaways that I wish I had known back then. Let's dive into it. 1. Meal frequency. The first key takeaway is that you don't need to eat every 2 to 3 hours. When I first started the ketogenic diet in 2015, thanks to my friend Alessandra, I didn't know about the second meal effect. I didn't realize that fat metabolism is much more energy intensive and takes a long time to break down. I was eating every 2 or 3 hours, feeling bloated, gassy, and constipated. Once I came across research on the second meal effect and how fatty acid breakdown and absorption take a long time, I realized I needed to have just 1 or 2 major meals. This approach supports the ketogenic process and ketone synthesis. So, if you're trying to be keto, compress your feeding window and avoid frequent meals and snacks. 2. Overcoming the fear of gluconeogenesis. The second takeaway is overcoming the fear of gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is the process of creating glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. If you're in ketosis, your body is making ketones and gluconeogenesis is happening in parallel. This is not something to fear because certain cells in your body, like red blood cells and some neurons, require glucose. You should be more concerned about very high glucose levels, which could indicate an issue with ketone production, especially in people with fatty liver. Testing your glucose and ketones can help you monitor your metabolic state. The third thing I wish I had known earlier is the importance of salt. We've been told to follow low-sodium diets, but thanks to Dr. James DiNicolantonio, we know that physically active people, especially those who sweat a lot or use saunas, may need more than 5 grams of real salt per day. Don't be afraid to use salt liberally on your food, especially if you're fasting periodically. Increased salt intake can help manage sodium excretion during fasting. The fourth takeaway is not to be fearful of carbohydrates. When you first start a ketogenic diet, it's natural to avoid carbs. However, if you're physically active, you can afford to eat healthy, seasonal carbohydrates like berries and squashes. This doesn't mean you should consume processed carbs like bread and cookies, but moderate consumption of healthy carbs can actually help your body perform better, especially on active days. The fifth tip is that you may not need as many calories on a ketogenic diet as you do on higher carbohydrate or protein diets. Research suggests that when you're in ketosis, there's less energy lost as heat in the Krebs cycle. This means you might be able to thrive on a lower calorie intake if you're fully ketogenic or fat adapted. While there are no randomized controlled studies to confirm this yet, it's a topic of interest among those studying mitochondrial bioenergetics. I hope these tips help you on your ketogenic diet and lifestyle journey. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button. If you're not yet subscribed, please do so. We have one-off videos like this and interviews with experts that you might find helpful. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace, guys.